Hello, my front wheel skids. Loyal Tottenham supporters, loyal Spurs supporters. Have you seen all the wankers on X? Shit the beds. One geezer even smashed up his phone. Oh, entitled to everything, the boy. 1,500 quid phone, down the pan, because you can't handle your team losing. It's football. Fucking hell. We've had some losses in the last couple of years, so it should have been practiced to feeling the loss. But oh no. Absolutely shit the bed fans. And to all the other unlocals who are sticking behind the team, that's how to support your fucking team. Couldn't give a fuck. Chin up. We've got another game to go. You know what does wind me up about Tottenham though at the minute is all these videos that they keep fucking, these PR videos they keep bringing out. Like they're fucking James Bond walking through a fucking an office. You know what I mean? What the fuck's all that about? Then we've got the Kraken bollocks. Who gives a fuck about crypto? And you've got the manager doing fucking crypto shit. And what I said in the last video, talk the talk, but you don't walk the walk, bruv. None of yous walk the walk. It's all good and well, looking all glossy in a video, but don't you think we should save the videos to after we've won a lot more games? Waking up this morning with a really strong coffee. I understand what people are saying about Thomas Frank. I really do. I wouldn't have said that about Ange, to be honest with you. I wouldn't have said that about Conte or Mourinho, but I think he's fair game, to be honest with you, at the minute. I don't know whether sacking is the right thing. I've been thinking about it when I was in my dreams, and do you know what? I woke up this morning I was positive last night. Just carry on, keep carrying on. But I can't see us competing much with the team we've got. The quality in the team. Let's look at the reality of the subject. The actual quality in the team isn't there to be one of these big six. So at the minute, we're just competing and trying our hardest. It was nice when I supported Spurs years ago as a child. We did have quality. We had, some may say, one of the best players in the world at the time. Maybe two of the best players in the world. Maybe three of them. And we was good. We was dreaming. We was competing. We was winning. And all of a sudden, the slump happened when the money side of it got all dirty and no one knew what to do. And that brings us into the Premiership. When we first started there, the money side of it, if you call that competing in the 90s, it was a bit of a hit or miss, wasn't it? And then it brings us to the 2000s, and mate, we've had some brilliant players in the past, absolutely brilliant players. We haven't got them no more, I'm afraid to say, and we've not replaced any of the players like for like down the years, and we're lucky to be where we are. Considering we are lucky to be where we are. I'm not calling Ange a messiah. I'm not calling Conte a messiah. I'm not calling Mourinho a messiah. But they was a lot better class than a Brentford manager coming into Tottenham Hotspur. This is like the year 2000s, and we might get a big transfer. and then we'll be like the Jerry Francis times. Or will we? I'm not so sure about that. It's very weird at the minute. The way I'm looking at Spurs, we don't never do a strategy or a breakdown, but let's look at this. Keep chucking the balls out to the wings, crossing them over. It's not working, is it? It's not working. The defensive play isn't working because we haven't got a big captain shouting where to stand and meaning it and being aggressive and telling everyone else to be aggressive. You can't really be aggressive anymore because of VAR. The minute you start snarling and looking to defend your side of the pitch, you're penalised with yellow cards, free kicks and all sorts of shit. I mean, I've posted a few old videos where the fouls have been 4 times as worse. I've even seen Crooksy have a punch-up with Souness and just walk away with no yellow card. That's what I'm saying. Times have changed for us old school people and the football is completely different. We've had to adapt. Us old school lot have really had to train our eyes now to a different football game. And it's different era. It's no longer anything else. It's like brands. Is it like Formula One, do you think? You know, Rothmans, the old Rothmans versus Ferrari. It's no longer football as we know it, is it? You know, it's 1 year it'll be Liverpool, 1 year it'll be Man City, 1 year it'll be Chelsea. It's not a league of great football clubs. Great football, is it? Come on, let's face it. What we're looking for as Spurs fans is consistency, great transfers, and an attacking playing field. We're attacking players that are willing to attack. We didn't get that yesterday, obviously. It was a terrible loss. For some people, it was more their football team didn't only lose, but they've got to go work this morning and be subjected to all sorts of put downs, piss took, Mickey taking. And do you know what? I've been subjected to a fair few in my working life in London, criminal life in London. I've been took the piss out of something severe by these Arsenal supporters, pubs, clubs, on the street, sitting in cars with nutty people who are Arsenal supporters. It's a thing you've got to deal with. But one day, your time will come, Tottenham Hotspur, your time will come, and you'll be able to say, oh, fuck yous. You know what I mean? You can already do that with a cup, you know, because they haven't got a cup. They might win something this year, but they ain't got a cup. Not yet. So I'm just holding on that 17th in a cup. I just can't understand myself. I can't understand not bringing on certain players at certain times. Not understanding his strategy. But I'm not a manager. I'm not a manager. But I do understand what people are saying. Do understand, because I feel the same. It's just I can't feel different to how I'm feeling, can I, at the minute? You know, it's a funny old game. You win some, you lose some. Then players need to have more fight in them. They really do need to have more fight in them. I think if we could have done it yesterday, I would have nearly fielded the same team that we played, Man United, in the final. If we could have done it, I'd have fielded near enough the same team. and I would have went with a similar sort of strategy. I'd have just screwed up Arsenal's heads, you know. If I was Thomas Frank, I'd have went straight back to Ange ball. Fuck their heads over. Screw their mentality over. Because these managers, they are obvious. They're so obvious to how they play that I'm not understanding. And Arsenal haven't been broken down earlier because they play exactly the same. You know, the set-piece players, they all line up at one side. They all run forward. It's just exactly the same. Exactly the same. And these managers, they know what's going to happen and they're not doing nothing about it. One of my subscribers mentioned, look at Sean Dyche at Nottingham Forest now. Yeah. That's a good point. But with Sean Dyche, he is that sort of manager who gets results when they matter, and then all of a sudden, it just plateaus. But give him that. He does get the results sometimes, but he's not all that. What manager do we need? What manager do we need? We need to keep this manager for a little while longer, just to see what's going to happen. Take the losses, see where it comes. I know we ain't going to like it, but we didn't like it with Ange when we started losing. We started turning. I ain't turning. I ain't for turning. Not another rebuild. Not another rebuild, please. And if we are going to do another rebuild, give him the season. And then soon as May comes, say to him, look, soon as the season finishes, bruv, we're looking for someone different. I've just sent off my Christmas letter to Santa Claus. I did find 2 things to write on it, and that was, Ange, please. Baked potato. I'm being a bit sarcastic with my Christmas letters. But the irony of it is that we should have kept him. You never know what would have been. You never know what would have been. And we will never know now. But as I said, he was no Messiah. But he was our little cup winner. And we should have given him credit, shouldn't we? Anyway, have a good one. Take care. Don't catch that sickness bug that's out there. It's a really bad one. My little one's had it. The wife's got it. And now my oldest has got it. I'm the only one who ain't got it yet. So, cross fingers. I'm immune. Have a good one. God bless. Good health. Love yous all. Thank you for subscribing and watching. It'd be nice if some of you viewers who don't subscribe. I could really do with the ego boost this week. I really could. Just to bring me up a little bit. Anyway, God bless.